Hi guys, it is the Digital Shaman. Welcome back to the channel where we discuss the intersection of spirituality and technology. So I thought I'd pop on here real quick and just kind of see, me promoting digital divination and taking a look at spiritual modalities that live on computers and emerging technology pairs very well with the Aquarius full moon. Because remember, Aquarius is ruled by what symbol? Uranus. And I always try to easily explain Uranian energy to people, because if you actually look at the Uranus symbol, it looks like a little antenna. So it's all about, the tech, and hey, that's where we're at, right? The age of Aquarius. So with that being said, let's go ahead and jump right on in. And today, I'm still continuing to use, actually, I will tell y'all when I change from Fool's Dog. And let me just talk a little bit about that. The issue is, and this is really not specifically to the genre of spirituality apps, there are a lot of, large majority apps are not made for iPad native. So I will play around. I have many devices in this household, but I will play around with maybe using my iPad mini, because I would love to be able to use, there's a lot of decks, like Work Your Light and Oracle, but Hay House and Ocean House Media decks don't do well on iPad. So I'm going to continue to utilize these Fool's Dog apps for now. But I got some ideas. I might even be using multiple devices to make these readings even more interesting. So stay tuned for that. So with that being said, we're going to keep it simple boots, as we like to say down here in DC. I'm going to be using the Rider-Waite deck. So let's go ahead and do a new reading, and we're just going to ask Spirit for messages and guidance for the Aquarius full moon. And this is the second Aquarius full moon, right? I think some of the astrology beat that I follow. Yeah, because the other one was early. I'm trying to remember. I need to do a better job. Sometimes tarot is here, astrology is here. It's trying to keep them in sync. But yes, I'm 99% sure that this is the second Aquarius full moon. So that definitely has a little bit of special energy. And I think it's 29 degrees too, as well. Yeah. So anyway, let's go ahead and we're going to do free form as usual. And let's shuffle the cards. Okay, and let's see what we have here. I guess I knew my normal. I always just draw 4 cards and kind of see where we go. See what the energies give us today. Ace of Cups. Ace of Wands. Okay, look at all these. What did they say about 29? 0 degrees is critical and 29 degrees is crisis, I think. A lot of gray here. Alright. That's one thing I like reading on iPad, man. Again, I know you can do it on the table. I like grouping things. So we have 1 major, and then we have an 8. So we're going to roll into what? We're going to roll into Virgo season. So, first of all, full moons are for releasing. For releasing, letting go, and, hitting. It supports us hitting back towards what? A new moon, which is new beginnings. But you got to clear out, I can't say it's like clearing out the clutter before you can reorganize the room. So that's definitely very evident here with the Ace of Wands, Ace of Cups. Some people need to, we're going to pull some more cards around those aces, but there needs to be a change in the emotional thought process. And there needs to be a change in the energy directed. Because, let's put the Ace of Cups under here with the 8 of Cups. Moving away from something. And with the Hermit, I'm wondering if you all know what you need to. Because the Hermit, he needs to shine his light into that cave. And some people need to. And yes, solitude. Solitude is a theme here. Looking at the 8 of Cups. That's a wanderer going away. It's almost like, let's look at the story. That's a wanderer going away, and they're turning their back to the cups, because it's almost like, 8s also are changed. So something has gone on that has just been what's the word I'm looking for? I don't want to say traumatic. I think that's a little bit too hard in strength, but an event or something that has courage that says like, hey, I'm done. More like I've had it up to here. And again, not on I'm going to punch you in the face in an Aries way, but on a emotional level. You know, when we get emotionally, when we hit our max point of frustration emotionally, you never know how that comes out outwardly. So in this case, I do believe it's more of a subtle, like, hey, I'm just going to cut my cords, cut my losses, and walk away from the situation that was stressing me out from an emotional standpoint. And the reason why that situation was stressing you out, it is for you to grow. For you, like I said, eights are transformation. For you to grow and then in tune, take that journey. The thing is, this is definitely with the Aquarius moon. And it's kind of interesting that we get some of these cards because Aquarius is known for groups, organization. You know, Aquarius is what everyone's friend, but it's 29 degrees. It's 29 degrees. So, back to this Eight of Cups person, you know, to me, it's just like we see them walking, we see the mountains and the, you know, further down the horizon. And then it's kind of like they take that journey and they arrive right there to the hermit's cave. Because you got to do the work. You got to do the work that says, how did I even get into this situation? How did I allow? Because sometimes with Eight of Cups, I think, you know, maybe even codependency or just a not a healthy way of forming bonds with people, which is why, you know, they're walking away from it all. It's different from what's that, Five of Cups? I think Five of Cups, if I'm correct, where there's two still two upright, the rest have knocked over. All these cups are upright and the person is still moving away from the situation. So this is very interesting. Let's pull some more cards among these aces, because clearly some new beginnings and some new ways of thinking and having energy is definitely required. So yeah, wow, okay. I'm getting all sad. I don't know what is. Okay, yeah, heartbreak or really with this card. So I feel like, man, the Three of Swords, you know, I feel like death and Tower and Devil all get a bad rep, but the Three of Swords to me is the worst card. Not the worst card to pull, because there's a lesson and a blessing in all 78 tarot cards, but that card's intense. But what I have started to do to reframe the feelings behind the Three of Swords is related to the heart chakra. And we got to remember, what is Aquarius on? It's on the Leo, it's on the heart axis. That's the 5 and 11. That's the 5th house and 11th house. That's heart, that's ego, and there's mind. So, with this card, with the Three of Wands, and that's it. So I put that associated with Cups. So like I said, there's definitely some heartbreak going on, which is why this person has just left and is going to go into the hermit cave to figure out how they got there. And for some of y'all who may be hedging on moving away from a situation, because I think what I'm hearing, because I keep thinking, how do we weave this Aquarian energy in? And Aquarian can be very nonchalant, like I said, go with the flow with the groups. But in this case, there needs to be solitude. You have to break away, and you have to do it swiftly. We got two energetic cards here. Ace of Wands, Knight of Swords. That is quick moving. Don't even think twice, but take that Eight of Cups journey. Take that journey. Take that journey, because let's draw some more here. What's going to happen after they go into the hermit's cave? Because you don't forget, hermit's also representative of learning, the sage. So this might have been like a little bit of a karmic, because eights also represent karma too, of a karmic. And you know, I'm not necessarily always feeling breakup, because back to thinking a little bit more about the axis of the 5th and 11th house, you know, that's love. That's love. And I think sometimes when you think about love, you have to look at your attachment style. That's why, like, I don't know why I keep feeling like codependency comes to mind, or something like that. That maybe some people had some extreme codependent relationships, or either they gave too much, they didn't get enough in giving and receiving. Yes, this is some of the things that I'm thinking. Giving and receiving, all that needs to be redesigned. And it needs to be redesigned, I think, actually pulling out of the emotions and using some of the Aquarian higher mind energy That's the Hermit. That's why he's here. He's just like, we gotta think our way, not just think our way from a scientific level, but also use that deep wisdom within us to figure out where we need to go. So let's just look at, where do we need to go? To higher ground. To higher ground. It's going to be problematic if you are going through a breakup. People are going to keep tugging at your energy. We got wands, 7 of wands. People are going to keep tugging at your energy, and you're going to have to defend your right to be alone. To say, I need this time to get myself together. And people have to respect that. Let's pull some more. Now I get the one card I was talking about. 5 of Cups. Yeah, this is hard. I mean, the thing is, like, I'm a big proponent of color in readings, and there's a lot of gray. There's a lot of gray. So there's a lot of laws. And I mean, I think, too, just on a collective level, back to Aquarian ruling groups, we all know what's going on in the world and this planet. You know, there's definitely a vigor that you have to work harder to find because of all the sad energy with the news and this and that. So it's just, you know, there's a lot that has to be done here to feel better. But you got aces. We got 2 aces. So we know the gift of healing is coming. So let's go ahead and kind of wind down and let's talk a little bit about when we do that work. Oops, sorry, I didn't want to do that. When we go into that hermit cave, when we do that work, when we're ready, because it's going to take time. Like, I think even though you need to move through, and I think too that's why we got the Knight of Swords with the Ace of Wands for swift action. You know what happens when you combine fire and wind? The fire gets bigger, so you need to move quick, but there's going to be lots of hesitancy. The 7 of Wands, the 5 of Cups, there's going to be some delays in moving as quick as you want. But those aces are gifts. Those aces are gifts from Spirit saying you will be renewed. You'll be renewed in mind in terms of your emotional temperament, and you'll be renewed with ace in terms of your energy will come back, because these cups here, these cups cards that we got, that's a sorrow filled journey, and you're drained. Okay, so we're gonna pull 2 cards here. Let me hold on, let me rearrange the situation here. And put those up here. We're gonna pull 2 cards to better help us understand the gifts. We'll keep the Hermit here in the center. The gifts related to the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Cups. Sorry, my screen wants to go a little crazy. So, what are the gifts? Let's start with Ace of Wands. The new journey. That's good. Actually, the Fool was kind of good in this case. Yep. Yeah. The Fool. Restarting a new journey. And it's kind of interesting, too, that a lot of the cards we got are all individual. No extra people involved. So this is you work. But yeah, so Ace of Wands paired up with the Fool. You know, you'll begin. And look, and like I said, back to color. We got some yellow, because this is way too much gray in this reading to my liking. So that lets me know that Hermit light will shine inward to you, and your aura will glow again. You will come back. You will rebuild from this. And related to the Ace of Cups, back to the gift. So 2 of Wands is planning. It's figuring out where you want to go. Like you said, you have this person here that's holding the world, looking out at the world, and they're like, where I want to go. The world is your oyster. The world is your oyster. And, you know, in some cases, some of y'all may need to move. Maybe that also will help accelerate the separation and the growth, is by moving. And yeah, Fool also represents taking a journey, taking a trip. So, you know, that means don't sit at home pondering. You know, Aquarius energy is also organization. So instead of like sitting at home looking at all your troubles, you know, go out and help people. Well, I mean, we know it's a pandemic and all that going on, but, you know, there's definitely Aquarian, there's the internet, you know, so, you know, find out ways where you maybe can serve and help others as a way to process your own issue that you have going on. So let's just pull one more last message from Spirit to close up this full moon in Aquarius reading. 10 of Pentacles. and now we have people. What I said, we didn't have lots of groups of people. So this definitely lets me know that some of the things that I suggested, doing the inner work, perhaps volunteering, looking at supporting other groups, being strong, letting other people know you need this alone time. If you do that, this situation will end up well, because you will, like I said, for some reason I just keep the download I keep getting is this is a reading to help those that may be struggling with codependency. And trust me, I am codependent no more. Melody Battle, I think. I've read that book many a time. So I've been there. But I think the gift, because again, these aces, the gift is you will cultivate the proper relationships. 10 of Pentacles are, like, to me, those are lifelong friends. And we're here. Do we have any, yeah, that's our only Pentacle card. Earth is what? Solid, loyal, steady. So you'll be able to attract friends or mates or whoever that are much more solid and stable and supportive, and it will be lifelong, and it'll be fruitful. It'll be fruitful. So I hope this helps out. Again, kind of interesting, in terms of Aquarian wanting to be the lone wolf, but as I'm even learning from myself, we need people to thrive. But we do need to always maintain healthy boundaries, be as transparent as possible, and make sure that we have safe and healthy relationships in terms of balancing giving and receiving love. Because again, that is the Leo Aquarius axis. So I'm going to close with that. I hope y'all enjoyed the reading. This is Digital Shaman, sending lots of light and love over the ones and zeros. And I'll catch y'all another time. Take care.